Neymar, Ben Yedder, and a couple of other players on 6 goals. Harry Kane, you can make it number 7 already after getting a goal today against Juventus. KP gives us a thumbs up that we're good to go on Facebook. So keep your messages coming in. We'll be taking messages as well on Facebook. Watch us live in our studio, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Today is World Radio Day. And we are definitely the focal attention, sports, and of course, women in sports. The stat is actually scary. Just 4% of news about women's sports make it to the newsstands, and we're looking to correct that. And of course, continue to use sports as a unifying factor in Nigeria, and of course, impact positively in some of the women who follow sports. Football #1 in Nigeria, yes, we know. But of course, I will wish you, our listeners, a happy World Radio Day. We won't stop. We'll keep pushing and always put smiles on your face. This one on Twitter says, Canicus, it says, Nigeria Info FM is my favorite radio station. Thank you for that. We appreciate the candle. Spurs can win against Man United and Arsenal, but that's the Premier League. Champions League is always different. PSG should watch out. Ayodeji Ayomide says. Ismail Innocent, Tottenham should forget it. Juventus are already in the quarterfinal. Diolaniwaju on Twitter says, so many surprises at the knockout stage of the UCL. Spurs remain Elena. 2 goals down within 10 minutes. What a game. Well, they put one back, which means it's delicately poised. Manchester is red. Says, since I can't listen and watch radio, let me just... since I can listen and watch radio, let me just sell this TV, says. His Twitter handle is RaidoRemy23. Yes, as long as you have internet, you can actually decide to sell your TV, watch and listen to FEMI and the gang on Nigeria Info FM. We do this on match days, especially the big matches. The broadcast is proudly brought to you by Heineken. As the Champions League and Heineken are so synonymous with the UEFA Champions League. And this year we go again. Started in September last year. Knockout stage is upon us. From the knockout stage, round of 16 first, the quarterfinal, the semi-final, and the final set to go down in May in Ukraine. Unfamiliar territory. The final will be played this year. How many times have we seen a Champions League final played in Ukraine? Amebuka says, I've read Manchester United, Man City and Juventus to win. Cristiano Ronaldo to be the top scorer for the UCL. Well, he says it's because he's a goal machine. So what is Kane? A goal wheelbarrow. Or a goal, what do I even call him?
Goal robot.
I don't know. If you call Ronaldo a machine when it comes to scoring goals, then Harry Kane should be a Ferrari. A Mercedes. 2 fast cars. It's almost another chance for Tottenham to get a goal back. But Dele Alli couldn't get his head on target. And Buffon, you would argue that he had it covered. But decent opening again for Tottenham. Just couldn't find a way past Buffon and the post. Diolani Wadu says, if Real Madrid cross the quarterfinal stage, Ronaldo will win the UCL Golden Boot. Austin Elochukwu, I think Ronaldo will still win the Golden Boot if they can manage to beat PSG. Thank you for that. Ganiu Musa says, Bolaniwa, it's not only Valentine that is cancelled. Ash Wednesday is also cancelled. No.
Ash Wednesday can be cancelled.
You can't cancel Ash Wednesday.
Cancel Ash Wednesday.
The fasting period for the Christian starts. Uncancelable. Valentine can be cancelled. At least if you fast tomorrow, you can break by 6 p.m. and watch the matches at 8:45 p.m. Fair enough. But for Valentine, if you're planning dinner with Bay, you're on your own, because me and my crew will be here. It's either we're here in the studio at IMAX in Lekki to watch the football matches, courtesy Heineken. Kelvin the Jiggy Man, I don't see Kane still being in Tottenham next season. He's too good to be in that team. He needs to move to a bigger club. Ologun Oladimeji says, I see Ronaldo winning the Golden Boot. Kingsley Joma says, Basel should not waste their time traveling to England for the second leg. Manchester City, for me, are the first team to qualify for the quarterfinals. I agree with that. No way they won't qualify as we speak. Well, Ojoshe, he says, UCL Golden Boots? Come on, just give it to Cristiano. No beating about the bush, he says. All right, 42 minutes, 3 minutes before halftime. It's Juventus 2, Tottenham 1. And in the game in Switzerland, Basel are losing by 3-0 against Manchester City. Quick update. on some of the goal scorers. But let's wait for that one as Harry Kane looks to get a header in the area from a corner kick. But the referee sees an infringement. The culprit this time is Jan Ventogen, the Belgian international. Sandro got, Mandzukic actually got an elbow to the head. And the referee has called out a foul. So it's going to be a free kick for Juventus as they have an opportunity to restart after being under pressure in the last 5 minutes. Facebook, please keep your messages coming in. We'll try to take as many as possible. Yasmin from Cool FM, Kano, is saying hi. I see you guys. Thank you for joining the broadcast.
Brian, we're talking about this game. I think Spurs have grown in confidence in this game. We saw that ball from Serge Aurier to Dele Alli, and the ball didn't really just fix into his head. I think that would have been the equalizer in this game. Dope, fantastic game, I tell you. 2-3 goals in the first half. I have a very good feeling that we're going to see more goals in this game. I think Spurs, that one goal, I just give them the confidence that if we can score one goal in the first half, why can't we get another in the second half? I think Kane, after that, ran this game up front, and also that man they call Dembele. What a fantastic player he is. He ran the game from 0 to 100 against Arsenal. He was a man of the match against Arsenal, and he's doing this in a meeting consisting of Kedira and also that guy they call Panic. I think it's quality. Him and Kane in this match, I think they've been Spurs' best player. I expect more goals. I keep on saying it. And second half is going to be sweeter than the first half.
We expect most times in football matches, second halves are always better. Most times. They are never two equal halves to a football game, like we know. And interestingly, Azu, the two sides, the two games tonight are being played, and this is the first time they'll be meeting in any competitive competition. It's the first time between Barcelona and Man City, and it's the first time between Juventus and Tottenham. And you know the funny part, when I saw the start, it was easy for me to know why they have never met. City are just playing regularly in the Champions League. That is why they have never met Barcelona, because Barcelona has always been there. Tottenham are not a regular in the Champions League as well. Juventus are a regular. So they made it be the first outing in years gone by. Back in the day, it was always United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal in the Champions League. Arsenal, yeah. It's always about the four. That's when they call it top four. But nowadays, it's the top six, because Tottenham and City are already making strong involvement. It's another penalty for Juventus just before halftime. Bad day for Tottenham. Sergio Aurier.
It was childish.
Bad tackle there on Douglas Costa. Douglas Costa was just too good. Yeah, it was just too good. And that was unbelievable from Sergio Aurier. Rule number one in the area, you don't go into players like that. Douglas Costa is one of the most skillful players in football. And it was already past Sergio Aurier. Just do not stick your leg in there. It didn't get the ball, got the man. Easy decision for the referee, and it's a penalty for Juventus. Gianluigi Buffon celebrates. Couldn't watch the last penalty. Had to back the penalty. And, of course, got the response from the crowd that the goal has been scored. It's another one, and no prizes for guessing the taker of the penalty. It's Gonzalo Higuain. Already scored 2 goals, one from the penalty spot. He has a chance to score his 3rd goal, a hat-trick before halftime. It's 45 minutes. Gonzalo Higuain steps up. Can he do it? And it misses. It misses the penalty, and the referee blows for halftime. How crucial would this miss be for Juventus? They decided to go to Hugo Lloris left.
I think it's straight.
It's straight, actually. I think he had a feeling that the goalkeeper wasn't going to move.
And it didn't move.
And it didn't move, and went in hard.
He had the feeling the goalkeeper was going to move, so he played it in the middle and played it high. So
I think he was caught between two minds. I haven't played football regularly. Yeah, I think he was caught between two minds. He felt, okay, the goalkeeper looks like he's going to stay in a position, and at the same time he was thinking he was going to dive, so it was caught between two minds. Should I go in hard or just place it in the middle? Unfortunately, it was on target and hit the crossbar, and it's gone out for a goal kicker, but the referee decided to call it halftime, similar to what we saw Harry Kane do some weeks back against Loris Karius, the Liverpool goalkeeper. The goalkeeper stayed, didn't move. Kane played it straight at the goalkeeper, and he made the save. Higuain has done something similar. This time couldn't force a save from the goalkeeper. It's gone out for a goal kick, and it's halftime. Juventus lead by 2-1 in Italy.
If I were to be a coach, Paula, or maybe a captain of a team, I would advise that one player doesn't play 2 penalties in one particular game. Because what happened to Higuain right there was, should I play where I played the first one? Is he going to predict it right? You know, Lloris almost got that first goal, our first ball from going into the net, and that's what happened to him. So players will get confused. Should I return to the right or the left? That's why you have to choose the center of the post, and hit it up right on that bar. Very, very painful for Higuain. I feel scared for Juventus that this might cost them. You see how much he was to Juventus, to Buffon himself. He wanted to celebrate that one and just see his team seal that victory. But they have a huge fight for the second half. The next 5 minutes is going to be hot, blazing, because Tottenham have got some lovely players on the bench. It's going to be really tough for Juventus. But you know, it can either go either way at this point. I said this is the most unpredictable game. I mean, it's actually playing out to be so. Not forgetting the fact that Tottenham started poorly in the first half.
Bola, I won't really blame Higuain for that miss. I think he was a nice striker. He was just unlucky he hit the post. We've seen strikers like players put the ball in the middle. I think he was unlucky with that, but it was a fantastic strike for him. Sometimes you miss, sometimes you get.
All right, sometimes you score, sometimes you do not. But most times in football matches, you get chances, you have to score. It could come back to bite you. Football is a funny business. We love it. It excites us. Well, it can actually make you cry. I cried severely when Nigeria lost to Ghana in the year 2000 in the final of the Nations Cup in Lagos. And that's the only match I actually cried because they didn't pay me. No be small. Cameroon coming to, I swear down, coming to our country to take away our trophy right here. It was actually painful. So there you have it, guys. Juventus haven't found a way to capitalize and get a third just before halftime. Let's quickly go to Facebook. We're due for a break. Right here on the show, it's Football Frenzy, and we're covering all the matches of the UEFA Champions League. We started in September, and we won't stop until May. And it's proudly brought to you by Heineken, as always, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. On Facebook, Dan Papito says, Higuain is having the spirit of Morata, he says. Sheyi Ajayi says, is asking about the station. It's Nigeria Info. It's that simple. Adebayo Moses says, it's talking about tomorrow. Well, the big game between Real Madrid and PSG. Tune Kazim says, that was poor. I wonder what you're talking about. TK Adams, what's the score for Madrid PSG? They do not play tonight. They play tomorrow. 8:45 p.m. Adebayo Moses says, first time watching Bimbo Akinwale Shegun. I see Ronaldo winning the Golden Boot if they knock out PSG because he can't stop scoring. Bolaji Israel says, I wish Tottenham all the best against Juventus. Ted, so many messages at the same time. Ted, Emeka says, okay, Sheyi Ajayi is back. Okay. Let me just keep those messages there. Joseph Adedayo, Valentine Flowers, 2,500. Valentine's Dinner, 5,000. Valentine's Special. Hey, what's wrong? So many messages. I'm just losing track of all the messages. Oh, dear. Okay. If I see it again, I'll take your message. So sorry about that. Couldn't even finish the message. Try to see if I can check and get it back. Okay, I give up. So many messages. Okay, I think I have it back. Yeah, I got it back. Joseph Adedayo, Valentine Flowers, 2,500. Valentine's Dinner, 5,000. Valentine's Special, no certain amount. Champions League is 100 naira. The choice is yours. Choose wisely. Please help me tell the guys, he said. Thank you, Daniel. Also here says, nice watching you guys on Facebook. Neymar for this year's Golden Boot. Daniel from Marina. Anas Ahmed says, Yasmin of Cool FM, where are you? This is not Cool FM Kano. This is Nigeria Info, Lagos. Okay, nice job, guys. Listening to you guys from Naples in Italy. Well, massive. Thanks for joining us. Mohammed Awal says, I feel good now. Lazarus says, love you guys and God bless. Let me take 3 more before we go on that break right here on Football Frenzy with Femi and the gang. Tunde Kazim says, Ronaldo to win the Golden Boot. And, yeah, basically, that's all we have for now right there on Facebook. So join us, Nigeria Info on Facebook. All you have to do is to type Nigeria Info space 99.3 on Facebook. If you're not following, you better click the follow or like button. And you can also watch us live as we cover the football matches in this year's UEFA Champions League knockout stage. Who will win the Golden Boot and why? And the bigger picture, which team wins the Champions League this year? So many English representatives. The first time we're having 5 English teams in the knockout stage. We've got Liverpool, we've got Manchester United, Man City, Chelsea, and Tottenham. All right, guys, a break will do. When we come back, we'll squeeze in the scores we can and launch ourselves properly for the second half. It's half time. Juventus 2, Tottenham 1, Basel 0, Manchester City 3. The UEFA Champions League brought to you by Heineken. We'll be back. Thank you, Vanessa from Tanzania. And not forgetting DJ Spinal, exciting fellas, musicians, artists, renowned worldwide. Welcome back. It's Football Frenzy with Femi and the gang as the Champions League, and we're covering the biggest football competition in the world. Tonight, two epic games that could yet have been decided from the first leg. It's Barca were losing against Man City by 3-0, and Juventus are defeating Tottenham by 2-1. We are Femi and the gang. My name is Bolamiwa Olajide. Buchi is flanked by my left on your screen if you're watching on Facebook, and by my right on your screen is Azu, and the game has just restarted. It's Juventus will still lead by 2-1 against Tottenham, and we're looking forward to a better second half. Just before the break, we saw a penalty miss from Higuain. Could have been Juventus 3, Tottenham 1. Couldn't score, but they still have the advantage. Manchester City looks set to play in the quarterfinal. Maybe they don't even have to turn up for the second leg, even if it's a walkover. 3-0. Okay, they need one more goal to not turn up for the second leg. It's the Champions League, and we're doing this with Heineken. Thank you for joining us. We're live on Facebook. Keep sending your messages. Let's know where you're listening from Naples, from Bangladesh, from Qatar, from the UAE, anywhere. We'd like to know where you're listening or watching from. Yes, we're bringing radio. We want to make our TVs useless. You watch us right here in the studio. You're watching radio. Life is so good nowadays. Well, second half already on the way. Buchi wearing the Everton jersey. The team is not even playing in the Champions League.
But you would understand why.
Where is your sense of dressing?
But you don't have swag. You don't have swag. But my swag is
because you are wearing an Everton jersey. You have swag.
I have swag, but I just choose to wear this today. I don't like following the straight line. I like being zigzag. Sometimes they make sense if you don't follow the rules. But it's actually a jersey. Jersey is jersey. Everything now just top really good from which time they might get in the Champions League. But talking about this game, Juventus versus Tottenham. The first half was so sweet. I expect to see a good game also in the second half. I think Higuain just gave Tottenham a very, very good hope or chance for them to get into the second half. 2-1 is nothing. I think Spurs can open this Juve team like they did in the first half. That's sweet true. And Harry Kane was there to finish up. I expect goals, like I keep on saying in this match. But about the second game, City in Moscow, honestly, City, I expect the game is finished. Can I say
all right, it is finished, he says. Well, it's a massive advantage already for Manchester City. In case you need reminding, goals from Gundogan, Bernardo Silva and Sergio Aguero make sure City have the advantage, and so far so good for Juventus, who have 2 goals courtesy Higuain. The early goal was in the second minute, and of course Higuain gets in the second via the penalty spot. Couldn't get a third via the same penalty spot, and we're waiting patiently for the first substitutions in the 2 matches. But our feature game continues to be Juventus against Tottenham as Tottenham attack, this time playing from left to right from the TV screen. Juventus playing from right to left. Juventus wearing their traditional black and white stripe jersey. Tottenham going with their away jersey. They can't wear their traditional white. Clash of colors, you'd say. So, Maximiliano Allegri, heavily linked with the managerial position at Chelsea. If Antonio Conte is sacked, we'll be looking to at least do something better than last year, where Juventus lost in the Champions League final. In the Serie A, Juventus are presently second, 2 points behind Napoli, who have a target this year of winning the Champions League. I remember when the president of Napoli came out to say, we don't care if we crash out in the Champions League. All we want to do is win the Serie A. We haven't won it in over 20 years. If we win it, it's massive for the fans of Napoli, Naples as a city. Tottenham attack here. And it's Lamela who finds a way back into the starting 11 for Tottenham, looking to find a way past the Juventus defenders. But as you know, the combination of the Shiglo, not forgetting Chiellini as well, they know how to keep it closely monitored in the defense. Sandro hasn't done badly as well in the defense. That man has also been linked with the move to Chelsea. Alex Sandro. He's had a good game so far today, making sure that Lamela doesn't get those spaces to create And of course, Christian Eriksen kept relatively silent so far in this game. And when these guys are silent, trust me, you can't see Harry Kane. Kudos to Kane, though. He's managed to score a goal for Tottenham. And a cross from the right there for Juventus. Pjanic doing so well to make sure that things continue to go forward for Juventus as they continue to attack. What's wrong with Chiellini? Is he drunk? How did he just fall down?
He slipped on that one.
Was that a sleep or
Yeah,
drunkenness?
Well, the good thing now is there are no changes. We'll have the whole players who started both games playing at this point. For the game at the St. Jakob Stadium, we saw a fantastic shot from one of the players for Basel, almost getting the first goal, but the goalkeeper, Dasim Moraes, was very much on point in that one, stopping Mohamed Nossi from scoring the first goal. Lovely volley from outside. You also mentioned the city of Naples. That once that name comes up, no other person comes to your mind than Diego Armando Maradona. Great player. I remember that game. I actually going back to see the highlights. Not that I saw it live. Italy up against Argentina in the city of Naples. Man, one of the biggest games ever in the history of football because of the fact that a man who is almost like a god at the club side is coming to play with his own national team. Got a goal in that encounter. Cried. But what would he have done?
Of course, the loyalty is with where you play.
I remember some fans, when I was seeing the highlights, went away from the stadium. I can't see this game. How do I watch Maradona play against my own, play in the city of Naples against our own national team? They were in some very huge fix at that point, and they didn't know what to do. So some of them just walked away like, we're not going to see this game. And they cried like, Maradona, are you going to play? They saw him lace his boots, and he actually got a goal in that encounter.
Now understand.
Diego
Armando Maradona played his last World Cup for Argentina at USA 94. Was actually banned eventually for failing the drug test. Diego Armando Maradona, the legend. Some English fans and players alike haven't forgiven Diego Armando Maradona for the hand of God. They want him to apologize. He's already admitted, yes, he touched my hand, the referee didn't see it, but they want him to apologize because England were knocked out of the World Cup. Was it Mexico 86? Femi will confirm that. Now them watch Mexico 86. Is it 86 or 82?
I think it was the same game. It's called the goal that it went past about 6 defenders.
Yeah,
I think it was the same game.
Juventus attack here and they get a chance to score. No, they don't because it's well blocked and marshaled by Vertonghen. The Tottenham centre-back. Juventus still on the attack here. Well, we have a news concerning the game between Barcelona and Man City. We'll get to that, but there's a goal already scored in that centre. Juventus continue to attack from the left, but then forced back to restart. Pjanic spreading the ball wide to Alexandro, who decides to hesitate. It's more like a better way of defending from Tottenham in the second half. They know what they have to do here. Get one more goal, and you just never know what can happen before the end of the game. Douglas Costas. Okay, it's a throw-in. So let's go back to the St. Jakob Stadium in Switzerland. It's another goal for Manchester City Azu, and what a strike it is. Another goal. He gets the second of the match.
It just reminds me of the man I used to know at Dortmund. I've been praying to just see this man get back on form. I wanted him at Barcelona at some point. Yes, I'm not sure there was a beat, but these are the kind of players you want to see play football every day. Guardiola has gotten his man. And you just pray he doesn't have injuries. A huge relief for a David Silva. Great player. Great one for City. Like I said, they have qualified from the 23rd minute of the first half. Now they're just continuing in the best of lights. I hope it doesn't end 10-0 on aggregate against Basel. 4 goals already at the Santiago Stadium. That's an away game, baller.
All right. In case you need a reminding, again, tomorrow is the 14th day of February 2018. It's supposed to be Valentine's Day. But tomorrow is Real Madrid against PSG. That's what we're celebrating tomorrow. So to the babes out there, to the ladies, to the wives, okay. No vex.
They now watch football.
They
now watch football.
They now watch as if they have a choice. I can imagine myself. Nobody in this world will tell me to go out for a dinner when there's a football match as big as PSG against Real in Spain.
Eatries show football games.
They show. Just know that my mind is not.
Better you don't go because you get be hungry more. But like she's there and you're watching football. Who does that?
If you want to look for my trouble, invite me for an outing when there's a football match. Even if I'm not watching, I'm busy with my phone. No vex.
I never knew Bucci was.
You can't get my attention when there's a football match.
You just say something.
I never knew Bucci was a love doctor. He knows when the bay is angry.
Definitely, you have to study your
for someone that has never had a girlfriend.
See, but why you can't say that? No, you can't. You can't attack.
How does he know?
You can't attack.
It's not an attack. It's just a fact.
It's a fact. On radio, everybody is on radio.
Opta has just retweeted.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Okay.
Opta has
but the game has
you
been
can decide to
so
debunk it, and I call
the
your
second,
hands.
But you're talking about Alex Pedro, the Juventus
Okay.
left back, a fantastic player. He's Brazilian. It's hard for you to see a Brazilian that does not have sense.
In your mind, you've distracted me away.
Left back,
You've distracted me.
He was kind of linked to Chelsea.
Finish. We'll go back to
but he
discussion.
came back and has been playing well. And also Douglas Costa coming in from Bayern Munich. He has been a fantastic player. But Adache also coming in from Fiorentina. I think this Juventus squad, they have the quality. And also Spurs team also.
Awesome.
I would see a good game in this game.
Awesome.
Eriksen also is getting into the game
Awesome.
also. Kane also. Lamela. I understand why Lamela starts. He played in Italy for Roma. He faced Juventus so many times. So I understand why Pochettino starts him in this game. A very, very good game. I expect more goals in this game. I keep on saying it anytime, any day. I think there'll be 2 more goals in this game. But for the game, the City game, it's over. We just saw them getting a good chance and threatening the City post. But nothing will enter.
Okay.
Very good games from both centers.
All right, back to your love life.
But,
Where we left.
I can see Femi smiling in a particular way, and I can't explain.
Because he didn't want us to talk about it. I allowed him to
We
talk.
last did this in the 60s.
Keep talking.
You don't bring it to 20.
And the strike, this time it's another save. Benadashi forcing a save from Hugo Lloris. He thought that one was going to end in the back of the net, but what a save. Lloris making sure that Tottenham are still in this one. When the ball left his foot, you can bet this one would end in the back of the net. Benadashi is even surprised that the goalkeeper has made that save. And this is one for the highlights after the game. Brilliant save from the French goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. It's a corner kick for Juventus. 57 minutes played. Juventus 2, Tottenham 1. And Pjanic will be taking this one. Looks up and he sends a long one, and it's a header. But it's saved again by Hugo Lloris. This time it's on target from Gonzalo Higuain, the Argentina international. Already scored 2 goals in this game. It's actually Mandzukic with the header here. It was left unmarked. I'm sure he was surprised that I could have the freedom to head that one at goal. But unfortunately, it couldn't go past the goalkeeper of Tottenham. Well, players who stand the risk of sending off in this game are Sergio Riera. Remember the tackle that led to the second penalty for Juventus is on the yellow. Ben Davies also on the yellow for the penalty that was scored by Gonzalo Higuain in the 4th stab. And Benatia of Juventus also on the yellow. These guys have to leave carefully, or else they could get their matching orders. On the bench, again, for Tottenham, options are plenty. The 2 sides yet to make substitutions, meeting for the 4th time in the Champions League or in any competitive game. Marquisio is an option, Asamoah, Szczesny, Ruganis, Turaro, Bentaco, and Morato. On the bench as well for Tottenham, we've got Kieran Trippier, Rose, Son Heung-min, Wanyama, Sissoko, Ganaziga, and Mora. New signing from PSG. 59 minutes, Juventus 2, Tottenham 1. In Switzerland, City have qualified for the quarterfinal of the Champions League.
But our football is funny.
They lead by 4-0 against Basel. 2 goals from Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and Sergio Aguero, the other goal scorers.
Well, our football is funny. I think we're concluding so fast here. Basel can actually go to the Etihad Stadium and shock City. It's possible. It's possible.
It's not about
I think although
it's about winning by as much as
they might go and win 5-0.
5-0.
It's possible.
Not possible.
It's very, very possible.
All right. We have a message on Facebook. Olayinka. The way you spell your Olayinka, if to say I don't get sense, I no. It looks like a Japanese name. And he says, I thought Bolaniwa was a huge guy.
He's actually huge.
I'm like, wow, not big like that. Even Bucci is bigger than me. I guess because of my voice, some people think this guy is a big man or an old man. I'm not big.
Which is earning so much.
I'm actually like that. So do not get it twisted. Thanks to technology, you can actually watch us live. So yeah, catch us live on Facebook at Nigeria Space Info Space 99.3 on Facebook. Let us know what to make of the games going on so far in the UEFA Champions League. And of course, tell us who you think would win the Golden Boot this year. Is it going to be another year for Cristiano Ronaldo? Or maybe Harry Kane if they manage to go all the way? in the Champions League.
All he needs to do is play two more games against PSG, and he can just go on to being the top scorer. The only man I look to challenge him is Lionel Messi, and he doesn't score too much in the last couple of seasons when it comes to the knockout stages. He does the business in the group stages. He's not done too much this group stage. Maybe he's going to do the rest in the knockout stages and top Ronaldo and become the top scorer. That is going to be huge for Messi
Big time.
Be doing that in the end.
Big time for Lionel Messi. The best thing that has ever happened to Barcelona. Amazing fella. He is. Scores the goals, creates the goals, and sets records that we may never see broken in the world of football. Facebook, we go. I love FEMI and the gang. God bless you people. Orji Afam, thank you so much for that. Ewetadia Dedayo Emmanuel says, happy to join FEMI and the gang. Nice job, guys. Thank you for joining us. Isaiah Oluwatobiloba says, Cavani for the Golden Boot. Charles Promise says, the Golden Boot is between Ronaldo and Neymar. Green says, I see Spurs getting a point, and also my guy Neymar for the Golden Boot. Thank you for answering the questions here. Faith Dimoko says, can't wait for my match tomorrow. Up Liverpool. Liverpool play against Porto. This is a big one. Another message here. We've got so many actually. I'll try to take as many as possible. Easy. With the talk, with the control console, with the browse, with the watch match, with the check Facebook. Easy. We'll try as much as possible to make sure we cover all fronts right here on Football Frenzy with Femi and the gang. Back to the match in Italy. It's 62 minutes. Juventus 2, Tottenham 1. Possession count so far, it's clearly in favor of Tottenham because they've been the better side in the second half. 70%, they have 30% so far for Juventus. Shot 10 for Tottenham, just 7 for Juventus. Shots on target, two teams have 4 apiece. Corner kicks, Tottenham have had more. And fouls committed, Juventus have had more in this game. Alex Sandro is the next player to be booked, I would assume. But the referee says, okay, I'll let this one slide. That could have easily been a yellow card. Oh, has he been booked? I'll confirm that in a minute. Okay, he hasn't been booked. Alex Sandro linked with the Chelsea side, the champions of England.
And there's a huge change, Bola, the first change of the day in both centres. The man who has got the highest assist in all the top 5 in England, rather, this season, about 18, is out for the receiver. I'm talking about Kevin De Bruyne. Great team, like for like, quality for quality. That's what Guardiola gives to you, especially in the midfield. Not too many strikers you can count on, but when you talk about midfielders, he's got them at reckless abandon. Remember, he was going to add Mahrez, but that didn't come to pass, and that's what you get from the City side, who know how to play football. Yeah, like we said, they have qualified with just about 65 minutes played over the 180 minutes expected. Good one for City. 4-0 away to Basel at the Santiago Park.
All right, guys, if you're watching on Facebook, somebody just whispered something in my ears. His name is Femi Obong Daniels. He's actually codedly with us in the studio. At some point, you may get to hear from Femi Obong Daniels. Facebook will be exposing all your atrocities. Everybody, you can't hide anymore. Can't use your phone in the studio.
Who hide him?
Now, I'm actually on that duress as I speak.
Why can't you use your phone?
I'm too attached with my phone.
Who hide him?
Or attached to my phone. But I'm joking anyway. We don't bring our phones in the studio. It's against the professionalism that we preach as broadcasters. 64 minutes. Juventus 2, Tottenham 1. Barcelona 0, Man City 4. Manchester City can annoy people except their fans. How can a team score 4 goals on a steady in football matches, whether it's in Europe, anywhere? Are they will they win 4 trophies this year, Azu? Will they do it? City? They look unstoppable. Yeah, City.
No, they won't win 4 trophies. I don't see them winning the UEFA Champions League. Yes, they will go a long way. But I've seen there's something in the UEFA Champions League that I always say. Real Madrid, yes, they lost in the group stages, right? I don't see the group stages as the UEFA Champions League. When it comes to playing in the knockout stages, Madrid will let you know, now we get them, we'll go beat you. I think that's what they've been doing. That's what Barcelona does to smaller teams.
Oh,
now
dear.
we get them, we'll wound you. And that's what you get to see. So Man City will come in with their form, play some good football, but they might just get as far as the semi-finals or even the final. If they get to the final and play against a team like Real Madrid, you know what will happen? Madrid will just come up and unless they meet teams like PSG who are almost on par with them. That's when you can say Man City will go on to win. But I think they'll win the league, win the Carabao Cup. No disrespect to Arsenal. And we're looking forward to what will happen at the FA Cup. It's still a long way to go. One team can just knock anybody out, and that's the end of it for them.
All right, guys. The person that just spoke is Azu. He says City will win at least 2 trophies this year. Carabao Cup is already certain for
why
him.
would you say Carabao Cup is already certain? They're playing actually a team in the Carabao Cup, and
He already said no disrespect to Arsenal, so no vex.
I'm not angry.
But we know City will win 2 trophies this year.
I think it's not certain. I think the league is certain. For now. The league is certain. The league is certain.
So
the Carabao Cup. I'll take it from your words. You can't.
Gucci, I don't see Arsenal winning that final against City. I mean, the way City are playing, the way Arsenal are playing. Yes, I know it's a final. But this City side, if City concede 4, do you know how good City are? If they concede 4 goals, they have what it takes. They can equalize. It's not about being a fan or beefing. What I'm saying, try to understand. I know, and also get my point. Anything can happen in football finals. I know, but the way City have played this season, if you score them 4 times, they have what it takes to score 4 goals.
Here and now, City won't defeat Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final.
They are enough to take.
We're talking about they
have your pair
Champions League game.
Like Chidi, he wants to always speak sweet.
But by the way, there's a good news for Arsenal. I don't know if it's a good neuse or bad news.
Very good one.
Is it good or bad when you hear Lacazette is out injured for?
But for Bucci, it's a good news. Ask him.
It's good news.
Why did I say? Why did you say it's a good news?
Twitter speaks volume.
That was then, but not good news for Arsenal because right now, Aubameyang is cup tied for the Europa League. That means Arsenal will just have Welbeck as the top 9, and the backup has to be Nketiah, the young schoolboy. Aubameyang can't play. Bad for Lacazette. I think he missed two good chances against Spurs. Fans rattled against him, which is kind of good and not good in some places because I think some fans took it to limit in which should not be professional for fans. But bad for us now. 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, but not good at all. Aubameyang needs to step it up right now. A backup is needed. Sanchez, Aubameyang, Lacazette. Welbeck for me is not a footballer, so I really don't. It's bad news for us now.
All right, bad news. Bucci says for the Arsenal, that man Lacazette decided to undergo a minor knee surgery. And that surgery would leave him on the sidelines for up to 6 weeks. So it's Aubameyang with the responsibility of scoring goals for the Arsenal. Arsenal are out of the FA Cup. They won't play this weekend. They'll be looking forward to their next league game in 2 weeks' time. 67 minutes on the clock. Juventus 2, Tottenham 1. And we have Basel who lose as we speak by 4-0 against Man City. It's the UEFA Champions League knockout phase. Teams looking to qualify for the quarterfinal. Second round of matches we're witnessing today. And it's a penalty for Basel here. They finally get a chance to put one back against the Manchester City. Oh, it's not a penalty, it's a free kick. I was a bit confused.
I won't say go.
Okay, it's just a free kick in a good area for Basel. Can they find a way back in this one? It's a long road to recovery, you would say, for them. 27 meters, 4 goals down. Basel, what have you done today? Making it look easy for Man City. All right. Okay, Olumide Shoyode says, Omobolariwa Mokoeje. Okay, I chop you too. It simply means I like you. That's what it means. And Akinwumi Akinshipe says, nice one, guys. Who is this Orobo? Of course, it has to be Bucci. I know Azu is Lekpa, I'm Lekpa, so it's Bucci.
Say, who is this Orobo?
By the way, we've got other gang members hanging like conductors in the studio. Femi is the chief conductor of the Danfo.
Jude.
Namdi
Jude
is the first vice conductor.
Jude is wearing glass.
Jude as well. Linus the virus is here. He's a passenger. Can't drive.
He's a farmer. He's a farmer. Linus the farmer.
Passenger is a very lovely.
And we have KP. KP is the last man. The last man official. Making sure things traffic is unhindered.
What is Chidebere?
Chidebere?
Chidebere is around.
Where do I place him?
He sells in the go slow.
Yeah, that one enter.
I go to say get bad mouth.
Ain't get speed though.
Go to say get bad mouth.
It's a bit wrong.
So Chidebere is the hawker,
I said
which
he
is
sells.
illegal in Lagos,
He
actually.
sells. It's not a hawker.
So Chidebere, stop hawking
It's
on
not a hawker.
the streets of Lagos. So
He's
you
a seller.
don't pay 90,000 naira fine, or go to a mobile court and judge your life inside a truck. All right, guys, let's go back to the game. It's Juventus will have to defend now, and it's a free kick clearly on Dele Alli. And this one is in a decent area for Christian Eriksen. I can bet on my life earnings on this one for Christian Eriksen. Nobody debates over who takes a free kick in an area like this. Lamela, no. Christian Eriksen is the boss when it comes to the set pieces. It has to be that man. Danish international, Christian Eriksen. Thank you for being part of the broadcast tonight at Football Frenzy Champions League coverage with Femi and the gang. Nigeria Info 99.3. Facebook, keep those messages and love coming. It's the spirit of love. It's Valentine, even though we unofficially cancelled Valentine for tomorrow. It's football day. No more Valentine for football followers like Femi and the gang and you, the listener. All right, let's wait for that free kick. It's Christian Eriksen for sure. Azu says it's Lamela. I think it's Eriksen, and it's taken. Oh! Christian Eriksen!
He does the Ronaldinho. He does Ronaldo on this one.
Christian Eriksen. Was very clever, actually. When taking it, waited for the ball to jump, saw the space, and just put it straight into the back of the net. Gianluigi Buffon could do nothing about that. And Tottenham are back in this one. Never say never. They're still in the competition. Just equalized against Juventus. It's Juventus 2, Tottenham 2. 2 away goals, crucial in Tottenham's quest to qualify for the quarterfinal of this season's UEFA Champions League.
But like I said, I expect goals in the second half. I would just got one. Eriksen with a very, very good free kick. Looking at the way he struck that, it was simple, but it was a placement. It went in. Buffon have already left. He can't really kill himself. He moved. He can't come back, and that was a fantastic goal from Eriksen. He wasn't really in the game that much, but it's what you need when you have quality players that can step up when you need them the most. And Eriksen stepped up. Kane stepped up. Eriksen stepped up. I think Spurs deserve to be getting a goal or 2 goals back in this game. I think they have been the better team since they went down 2 goals down. Good for Spurs, good for England, and good for Pochettino.
Well, it's game on with Shebere, definitely in this match. 73 minutes on the clock. Juventus 2, Tottenham 2. We have a game on our hands.
And Bola, you asked the question earlier. Would that goal Higuain missed the penalty? Would
cost them, yeah.
And that's
what's
happening at this point. But you cannot eat your words. You said Juventus were riding or coasting to victory. Now it's 2-2. I'm not sure. I won't say you're speaking with this side.
We are not riding to history before or victory.
It's a good one for Tottenham in the end. And I said it that they were going to bounce back.
If
they could just get their house right. They are playing good football. That's what Tottenham have come here to do. I was expecting from the flanks, but they have actually contained the midfield. And that's what you see with Italian teams, tired legs, and that's what we're seeing right here. It's not like you don't have brilliant players, Bola, but how long can they last? That's what they are shown here. Not like these guys are not good enough, but the young blood are actually taking over. I won't be surprised if Tottenham go on to get this victory away in Turin.
All right, a good game, and it's a brilliant start to this year's knockout phase of the Champions League. 4 goals in the 2 matches, 8 goals in total tonight, and City are looking to score more here. Surely. But the goalkeeper makes a good save for Basel. It's still Basel nil, Man City 4, 74.
Leroy Sané is in.
Finally.
He came in earlier before the receiver. We didn't report that. He came in for Raheem Sterling. That's a good one for that young man who was supposed to be out for more weeks. But he's back.
He's back, and it's good news. Juventus looking to attack here, and the referee calls this one offside. Higuain, who failed to score a crucial touch before the end of the first half. It's coming to haunt the Juventus side because they've been pegged back and second best this second half. Tottenham clearly getting a deserved equalizer to make it 2-2. Bentancur has been brought on. If you missed that, Sami Khedira substituted in the 66th minute. It hasn't really helped matters for Juventus. Second best in the second half. We approach the 75th minute mark. Are we set to get a winner tonight in this game? Or is it going to be a stalemate? 2 goals scored by each side tonight. And do not forget as well, we are coming to Twitter. We're going back to Facebook, WhatsApp. We don't forget. When it's time, we'll open that platform to take your messages. Keep the messages coming. We'll do preview. Anything you want, we'll do. We are your servants. We're slaves to the game. Olufemi David Emmanuel says, Chai, see laba laba mouth. Oh boy, go shave this your yeye erugbon. Erugbon means beard or mustache. Brown Ade says, Ade. Hello guys in the studio. Bolani wa Star B Laba Laba. Love you guys. I beg, make Basel score now. Now go you play.
Go you play. They go score no one.
In case you're wondering, the third guy in the studio with me, the one you can see is actually Azu. He's wearing the stripe shirts in the studio. KP saying live video has ended. Waiting to happen. Adisa Korede, that's what he's saying here. Adisa Korede says, Femi, nice one. Keep up the good work, guys. Jimo Okedo, he says. Candy Andy says, wow, I'm very delighted seeing you guys. Olakosi Matthew says, wow, Femi and the gang, you are the best when it comes to analysis. Thank you so much for that beautiful compliment. Samson Lek says, this Buchi be like Gladiator. See beards. Now, so far, I no get money to shave. Jimo Kedoni.
I have nothing to say.
Says Bolaniwa is very young, just like his voice. So he doesn't consider me old with my voice. No vex.
So I was actually wondering when somebody sent a message and said I was expecting Bola to be big.
I've heard that so many times. It's not the first time I'll be hearing that. So I'm not surprised.
At some point, and I never thought of you being.
Maybe because you know me.
No, before I got to know you.
Oh, really?
I'm saying, yeah.
Okay.
I've been listening from. I was also a listener before I became
a gang member,
an appearance officer.
You that have thick voice, are you big? It's a question. You that have thick voice, are you big?
This English.
Are you beefing Azuna?
You are you big? You don't even watch. Be like bro with them divide.
Today is not counter. I choose to respect every other.
But why would you take it personal?
I'm not taking it personal. It's kind of we know why it's not that big. Why get body small? But why can eat and it will show. It will look us.
I
Will not
only
be
refer
big.
to what somebody tweeted.
Don't refer.
Or sent.
Refer to yourself. Are you a referrer?
That's why you won't shave beard. You want to look scary. Yeah.
Grow beard now. 2 years you will not grow one straight.
Even when he doesn't shave, he still looks so scary. Buchi.
In my other life, I'm a police officer, so I don't need beards.
Okay. We know the golden rule for military men. No beards. Yeah. It's just what it is. Itemi. I hope I'm not murdering your name. Emmanuel Felix says, please, I want to be with you guys, Sunday at DBC Adebanjo GCFR says, Tottenham all the way. Good one for City. Dekunle Ginaldo, nice job, guys. Man City are becoming unstoppable. Nice one for Tottenham. Okay, let's take a few more messages on Facebook. Abiodun Azan says, good to watch you guys on Facebook. Laba Laba Hildi and Bolaniwa, you're my guy. Any day, anytime. Thank you for that message. We got you big time. All right, guys, to the game we go back. 18 minutes. Juventus 2. Tottenham 2. Are we set to see another yellow card? Yes, we are seeing another yellow card. It's this time for the Shiglo. That man, it's Bentancur actually. Jersey number 30, Rodrigo Bentancur gets a yellow card. That was a heavy challenge on Ben Davies, the left back, wearing the jersey number 33 for Tottenham. And Bentancur gets his name on the referee's book after 18 minutes. And Tottenham quickly take the free kick going on as we speak in the Champions League. We're live at Football Frenzy with Femi and the gang. Big shout out to Heineken for making us happy and always being associated with the Champions League and Femi and the gang. Do not forget IMAX Cinemas Neki tomorrow. If you've won a ticket on the show, just come to Cool FM 267A at Ian Crescent tomorrow. Pick up your tickets right here in Victoria Island, and you can head to Lekki and watch the football match in a beautiful atmosphere. Courtesy Heineken. Femi and the gang will be there. Some members, actually. And the other members will be live in the studio to make sure you never miss any of the action on a Champions League night. Tottenham attack. Christian Eriksen sends the ball to the right. Sergio Reyes there. He has Sandro to beat. He decides to go back and gets the crossing with his left. But this one wouldn't beat Gianluigi Buffon. The goalkeeper who makes a comfortable save here. Harry Kane is unhappy that he hasn't scored a second in this match. Remember, he scored Tottenham's first goal. So far, it's not a bad result for Tottenham, you'd say. It means the game at Wembley Stadium is one that the players will have to give their all.
Yeah, and just try not to concede. That's the first thing they have to do, at least not concede up to 2 goals that they have scored away. Bola, you must give kudos to the English and Premier League teams. Considering the fact that this same Juventus played in the final of the UEFA Champions League just last season, defeated by the one and only Real Madrid. Look at what Tottenham is playing against the same team that went all the way. Defeated Barcelona, talking about Juventus. Defeated Monaco, the giant killers. And look at where they've gotten. That's what the Premier League have come to do this season. The 5 teams are blazing hot. And I won't be surprised if I see all of them go through to the next round. Just with the way they are going.
Honor White says Bucci looks like Woli Arole.
In get money, I'll get money.
The poor version, actually.
In get money, I'll get money.
Yeah.
See, but Rome wasn't built in the day. So the process is I will get money. Oh, you didn't take the good
guys,
one. You didn't take the good one. Look at AM in here. He said this Bucci a fine boy. You didn't take the good one.
The good one. Is that a bad one? When they say you resemble someone, is that a bad one?
I don't want to resemble somebody. I resemble myself.
What's that word that
fine boy?
This guy who left all the English words in my head go away now. What do they call when you have, you have a like person in life? There's a particular word they call it.
Ejima?
No, it's not. It's in English. It's not in your local language.
Is it your
Replica?
No, not replica. I can't remember.
Mutation?
It's local government then.
Variation?
Tried everything.
Why would you say replica? Is it a jersey or?
It's photocopy now.
Look alike, is not?
No, it's not look alike. There's a word. There's a word for it.
Local government.
Laminate.
I'm trying to remember.
It's your local government.
I remember one, but it's getting on my head.
Doplanga, yeah. Namdi, yeah, that's the word, Doplanga. Thank you, Namdi. Thank God you are here. If not, I would have been stuck trying to remember Doplanga, the word.
Is that an English word?
No, it's French.
Go check
Yeah.
the etymology. It's not English.
I'm sure there's a Doplanga somewhere of Bucci.
Okay, Doplanga. Someone wrote it here.
Oh, somebody. Okay, what's that person?
Olumide Aduloju.
Okay, Doplanga, that's the word. Thank you. You guys know two notebook.
Brilliant students around.
Yeah, too many Efiko in Nigeria.
Too many
But
brilliant
light,
students. They are art students.
but light no day. So part of the brain will continue to be dark.
If City score one more goal, Guardiola will repeat what he did against Basel while he was coach of Barcelona, 5-0. But same away game. That's what he does. He can now go home and now play a draw.
Yeah,
they
don't even have to turn up for the second leg. Walk over, they still qualify. Not arrogant, just better.
Danilo is getting set again.
Yeah, Danilo scored a beauty some days back.
Oh, that goal was top class.
Who can forget that strike? Hell of a strike from Danilo against Burnley for Manchester City. And Danilo.
It was painful they didn't go on to win.
Yeah. Blame it on Raheem Sterling. Had a chance to score, empty post. Decided to be a defender when he should be scoring. Corner kick for Juventus, 85 minutes on the clock. Is this the winner? Well, the header is a Juventus player, but it's not going to trouble the goalkeeper. That man, De Shiglo, just couldn't get his header on target. And what a game so far right here as we cover the UEFA Champions League matches. Benatia actually with that missed opportunity for Juventus to score a second. Richard Silas Alonge says, why do you guys attack Bucci so much? Love his look though. Looks like a reggae artist. Right on, guys. Been following you guys since God knows when. I hope I join you guys in that studio one day. Well, you can always dream, Baba. It sure can happen. And in answering your question, why do we attack Bucci? That was what he was employed to do, to be attacked.
But I don't get the reggae artist. I don't look like a reggae artist in any way.
In your mind.
No.
He's happy.
I don't look like a reggae artist. No, why would I look like a reggae artist? I don't look like a reggae artist. I think I have one of the best beards ever, so I don't really look like a reggae artist.
So who's got the best beards ever? The reggae guys. You don't know?
No, you're just like a zebra.
They don't comb their beard.
You are the target of all the animals in the jungle.
They don't comb their beard.
They don't comb. Have you combed this?
I comb my beard.
Okay.
You don't comb your brain, but I comb my beard.
But who do we attack the most on the team? Is it Bucci or Chidebere?
Chidi.
Okay, Chidebere.
Bucci is a bully. That's why he gets less.
Chidi don't they grow small. We hardly attack him anymore. But
you know what they know?
But you know
quickly change.
Now the Bucci Chidebere don't they hear what now? You don't they hear what now?
You will grow, you will grow. When I was like them, but when I was like them, you know, when I see Chidi and Buchi, I feel like a veteran. I don't know where that's coming from.
I see Azu. The irony. Azu.
Namdi is giving me thumbs up.
We'll talk off air. We'll talk off air. I don't like shouting too much.
Unfortunately.
Well, there's a good one here. He said I look like basket mouth.
Just hold your thoughts. Exactly. Yeah, Juventus looking to get a second. Douglas Costa does a good job on the left. Crosses, but that cross was well defended by Jan Ventogen, the Belgian tall defender, making sure that the square play wasn't going to trouble the goalkeeper. Higuain was waiting to do the needful. Easily tap in. It ends in a corner kick for Juventus.
Anytime I see Pjanic with the ball,
you know it's a deadly set piece taker. Chiellini is there, and the cross is good. Chiellini looks to connect, doesn't get the header in, and it's out for a throw-in for Juventus. Pressure already on Tottenham, and it's just 4 more minutes to play in this game. It's Juventus 2, Tottenham 2. To the St. Jakob Park in Switzerland. Basel are losing heavily by 4-0. All they want is just to get a goal back. Would they get that goal back? Big question in that center. Juventus are back on the attack. Sandro from the left. Spreads the ball to the man waiting on the left. His name is Douglas Costa. Can be tricky. Tries to get a cross in, gets the deflection, and Hugo Lloris will make the save. Tottenham will be happy to see this one out. A 2-2 draw, amazing result. The 4th time ever they'll be playing against Juventus. They'll be the happier side to get a draw in this game ahead of the second leg. Well, there's an incident in the game between Man City and Barca. I'm trying to understand what's happening. Is this going to be a situation where the referee gives a yellow card or even a red card? Bernardo Silva is involved. Gundogan is involved.
It's looking like a red card, and one of the players for Basel is very, very
Seredier as well.
Seredier, very, very angry, number 24. We didn't see the incident, but quickly before they actually showed the replay, Aguero is out for Danilo, and also Kevin Bois came on for Mohamed El Nussi for Basel. So let's wait to see. And also we're seeing one man coming in, Lucas Moura is stepping in for
makes his debut.
Yeah, great debut. I'm sure it's going to have an impact on this game.
We miss him, Lucas Moura. Yeah, well, he gets to play for just 2 minutes. We get a chance. Okay, the referee of the game between Basel and City has decided to give just a yellow card to Serge Seredier. That man who can be naughty.
Very naughty.
But luckily, he will just get a yellow card for what happened.
This is why Andre Colina says players have to be protected. You look at Gundogan's history. He's missed out of the World Cup because of an injury. So you wouldn't want to miss out, and look at that huge chapter.
Well, for me, I think the Swedish referee, Jonas Eriksson, has been nice. That could have easily passed for a red card.
Yeah, but he just looked at the fact that there was no contact, but the intent.
I mean, Pierluigi Collina has come out to say, guys, if you guys do too much, referees have been mandated to look at serious violence, fouling plays, and you could actually get a sending off if the referee deems it fit. So referees have been mandated to do that. Pierluigi Collina, a retired referee, is UEFA's chief refereeing officer. And I'm quoting what he said: we need players playing, so they must be protected. And he's reminded UEFA to protect players by punishing serious fouls in European club competitions. So let's wait for that major incident, and hopefully the referees will be on top of their game. 19 minutes already in the game between Juventus and Tottenham. It's 2-2. The two sides matching each other. Higuain scored the 2 goals in the 4th half for Juventus. Harry Kane pulled one back before the break, and in the 2nd half, Christian Eriksen equalized for Tottenham. Good game so far. We've seen major incidents. Benatia getting a yellow card, not forgetting the likes of Ben Davies, Sergio Aurier also finding their names in the referee's book. It's been a fair game, not too rough, not a bad clash between two top sides in Italy and England. Bentancur as well, Higuain also on the yellow. And so far, the score matter. And it's a stalemate. Sergio Aurier looks to attack from the right, but is well marshaled by Alexandro, who finds a way to avoid a corner kick. Still finds a way to avoid another corner kick. Acrobatic display there from Alexandro. Can Juventus clear the line? Yes, they will eventually because it's gone out for a goal kick. 2 minutes of additional time confirmed by the referee as Victor Wanyama gets ready to come on for Christian Eriksen. It's a Kenyan coming in for a man from Denmark.
He scored a bullet against Liverpool, if I wasn't wrong.
That's the best goal.
Let's see if he can score a bullet.
Is it the best goal so far this season? We've seen so many good goals.
No. But that was a fantastic strike.
That was a rocket of a strike.
I think that of Mane should pass ahead. The one against City.
So many good goals.
So many good goals.
We can't even start counting already.
I
I think we have 20 top quality goals already in the Premier League this season.
More than 20.
To pick number one, big problem. Big problem, you'd say. We saw Iscuedo also scored a classic goal, if you remember.
Yeah. And Douglas Costa comes out for Asamoah.
All right, Douglas Costa.
I so love that player.
Kwado Asamoah.
I knew him from Indonesia before he came on to Juventus. Regular. He lost his left back position when he went on a very long injury at Juventus. Great player under Antonio Conte. He's been there. He plays that wing back position. He was one of the first I saw play wing back position in the revitalized one by Antonio Conte. Wonderful player. I think he will still play for Ghana, but they're not at the World Cup. They won't play at the World Cup. So
all right.
For him.
They won't play at the World Cup. We can confirm it's full time in Switzerland. It's Manchester City who have defeated Basel by 4-0. Full time as well in Italy. It's Juventus 2, Tottenham 2. That penalty miss has come back to hurt Juventus. And just like we predicted, you don't miss big chances in football matches like this. You could be punished eventually. And this one is about two halves. Juventus, the better side in the first half because they led before the end of the first half. And the second half, Tottenham were the better side, fought back and managed to avoid a loss in this game even when they can't win in the UEFA Champions League knockout phase. It started already and it's a pleasure to be part of it this year. The 2017-2018 UEFA Champions League, it's up and running for the knockout stage. Can Real do enough to retain the championship they won last year? No side had ever won it back-to-back. They did that last year. Can they do it? 3 trophies in a row. Big question for the Whites of Madrid. All right, exciting timeouts, and this is the part where we quickly go to the phone lines and feel your pulse right here on Football Frenzy. It's full time in the 2 matches we've covered tonight in the UEFA Champions League. It's Juventus 2, Manchester City winning their game. Juventus 2, Tottenham 2. That's the game we featured, and in the other game, City have defeated Basel by 4-0. So let's go to the phone lines, guys. You know how we do. The phone lines are officially open. Let's feel your pulse.